Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is Brad. This is my channel Animate Orange, where I build a lot of 3D metal models and show you how I do it. Today on the table we're building another building. I've already done the US Capitol. Today let's do the White House. It's another older model in the Metal Earth line, but I've still got some catching up to do. This one does not look to be quite as complex as the US Capitol, but I really won't know until I open it up, see what's inside, and try to put it together. The White House. Let's open it up, shall we? We have 1, 2 metal sheets of all of our parts. Looks very square. And 1 sheet of instructions. It's white. Looks kind of like the older style though. And fold it. There's nothing on the back. Much larger than another one I've recently done. We'll split this in half and focus on the top half of the page, where we have the usual Metal Earth 3D laser cut model, the QR code and web address for the 360 view, line drawing of the model in one of the sheets. Little bit telling you about insertion holes, fold lines, and insertion tabs. A little bit telling you needle nose pliers are helpful for assembly. And our legend or key, when you see the blue circle in the assembly flowchart and a connection saying to insert a tab and fold it over 90 degrees. The green triangle indicates to insert a tab and twist it 90 degrees, such as these. And then we have the 2 sheets that came with the kit. I'll show you one of them. It's a line drawing of all the parts with them numbered so that you can find the part when you get to that part of the assembly flowchart. Find the part on the sheet, put it together. Pretty simple. The assembly flowchart starts over on this side with part 1, 2, and 3. They come together and add on to part 4, and then add on 5 times 8. It looks like. Interesting. Oh yeah, so both sides. And you just follow the arrows, adding the parts. When you get to the middle, you jump down to this quarter over here on the bottom half. Again, I've folded this in half. 11, 12, 13. Those come together. Just follow the arrows. Then over here, do this little bit. And then at the bottom, of course, you are finished with your model. Let's take a moment to talk about the tools that I use. This is my standard set that I use in most every build. I have long needle nose pliers and flat nose pliers, useful for a variety of different things. I have flush clippers that I use to cut the parts off the trees. It makes it quick and easy. And then I have some precision tweezers, one with a very pointed end, one that's had the pointed end ground down slightly, and one with a flat, sort of curved end. Great for getting into curved areas. And then I have a standard set of tweezers with an angled tip. These come in one of the Iconics models, and I love them and use them a lot. When it comes to shaping rounded parts, there are many options. I used dowel rods for a long time. I sharpened the ends of 2 of them with a pencil sharpener. These 2 are great for making cone shapes. Another option is a cheap drill bit set. This set has quite a few different sizes to choose from. Another option is a set of step mandrels. We've opened it up and taken a peek at the directions. We've got our sheets. We've got some tools to get started. Let's put this together. It is very nice that there is a piece to stabilize the flag, but sometimes getting the center slots between the 2 parts aligned as well as the tabs can be a pain.
It typically takes some time to clip out all the parts, but this little section of connected parts was on the verge of silly. I found it useful to bend the upper tabs in just a tad. It helped the tabs to slide into their slots. Parts 7 and 8 were reversed on the instructions. If I put them on the way instructed, the detail would face the inside of the building. Like I often do, I twisted the tabs that are intended to be folded over just to hold things in place for now. After more of the model is together and things more stable, I will go back and untwist, then fold over the tabs. The right size dowel rod can make shaping part 14 and 16 a breeze. Getting the center tab to stay still while I align everything was a bit tricky.
I give you the White House, finished and done. Pretty straightforward build, and nice looking in the end. It took about an hour to put this together, and like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's not a very complicated build, not difficult to do, just a little bit of challenge here and there, and it turned out really nicely, so I'm very happy with it. The curved part on the back is probably one of the more challenging parts, trying to get that centerpiece still while you wrap it around. I think that was probably the hardest part. That really isn't saying much. So all in all, this is a nice little model, a fairly easy build, borderline quick build, and will certainly look good in your collection. I'll keep it simple and leave it at that, as always. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and consider supporting this channel so that I can continue to bring you these build videos.
There'll be a link to my Patreon down in the description at the end of this video. Check that out. Thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.